Hi everyone, I'm back from Jet and Harp Productions here and Jay Carnbus Productions, and welcome to Stormscapes episode 309. So as you can see here, we're doing another stream. It's 12:27 right now, Eastern Daylight Time. It's like every other day of the week, it seems like this week I've been doing a stream. I mean, Monday I did a stream, I streamed twice on Wednesday, and now here it is Friday, and we're doing another stream. So, and we got some more storms on the way from my area as well. So right now it is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity is 59%. Uh, winds 1 mile per hour or 2 kilometers per hour. Or the temperature. So it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 degrees Celsius. I'm also gonna put the weather link in the chat like I do. Yeah, we got some rain coming for us. We might also have some storms as well. So yeah, we do a chance of some thunderstorms, and some rain. So now I'm gonna take a look at the radar. I know I haven't showed you outside yet. While my radar is loading, because the Weather Channel radar takes or Weather.com's radar takes a while to load. Here's a look outside, and you can see it's pretty dark right now. I can see a couple of might be raining a little bit. I do see a couple of little drip drops on I guess like a canopy or something that my neighbor has. Yeah, I see a couple of drip drops on the roof, so yeah, we might be getting some rain. Pretty overcast skies, as you can see. Winds calmed down because it has been kind of windy the past few days, so at least the wind has calmed down today. Yeah, so according to the radar, like there's literally rain like right to the south of me, to the south of me and to the west of me, and yeah, it looks like around. Trying to adjust the radar here. Yeah, it looks like in probably about like 5-10 minutes or so, maybe 15, we're just gonna getting all this rain. Looks like it's gonna be light rain at first, but then it's gonna come heavier. We could again also have a possibility of getting some thunderstorms in there. And according to the radar, it says rain continuing through 3 p.m. So yeah, and then it looks like by 3:45, 4 o'clock, most of it should have cleared out. So, or at least the first band. Even though in the Poconos there's a second band that develops, and it looks like we might have a chance of some thunderstorms from that as well, but or maybe a chance of rain from that as well, but we'll see though. But definitely we'll have this first band of rain coming through here, and we'll probably stop around like 3:45. 4 o'clock. So now I do want to talk about the severe weather because it's been very, very, very active in terms of severe weather the past couple of days. I mean, especially yesterday and Wednesday, it's been very, very, very active, and it's been very dangerous. I mean, some of these winds are like hurricane force winds, huge hail. I mean, some of them I've heard can like reach up to teacup size. I mean, just huge, huge, huge hail. And like some of them I saw, I think were like 4 to 5 inches. Just huge and just really heavy winds. Also, some pretty big tornadoes as well. So yeah. So right now on tornadohq.com, which actually I'm gonna link in the chat, there's 11 active severe weather warnings for Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Maryland, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Last tornado warning was about an hour ago in Chester, Delaware, Montgomery counties in Pennsylvania. More an hour, 2 hours ago in Pennsylvania. 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago in Florida. 7 hours ago in Mississippi. And then we got more Florida in here and Louisiana. So about 10 hours ago. So I'm going to look at the severe weather warnings now. Put that in the chat there. So right now we got a bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings. and some of them were issued like 4 or 7 minutes ago. Got one for 34 minutes ago. So the first one at the top is for Kentucky counties in Delaware. That's severe thunderstorm warning. That was issued 4 minutes ago. It'll end 43 minutes from now. There was another severe thunderstorm warning issued for Atlantic, Burlington, Camden, Cape May, Cumberland, Gloucester, assuming I said that correctly, Ocean, and Salem counties in New Jersey. And that was issued 7 minutes ago, and it will end about an hour from now. And that's another severe thunderstorm warning. Another severe thunderstorm warning in Franklin, Jefferson, Leon, Taylor, and Wakulla. Somebody said that correctly. I'm sorry if I didn't. Counties in Florida, again, issued 7 minutes ago. It'll expire 43 minutes from now. Again, a severe thunderstorm warning. Another severe thunderstorm warning in Burlington, Camden, Hunterdon, Mercer, Bucks, Chester, Delaware, Montgomery, and Philadelphia counties in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Issued 35 minutes ago. It will expire 12 minutes from now in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Got some special marine warnings in here. And it looks like some of those might be for parts of like northern Florida, northwestern, like parts of like northern Florida, parts of the Florida Panhandle, kind of like in the Gulf Coast. It looks like Gulf of Mexico. So parts of Florida and the North Florida, like northwestern Florida, like a little bit on the eastern part of the Panhandle, and also like the interior part of like the western interior northern part of Florida, in the Gulf of Mexico. Doesn't make any sense. And we also got some more special marine warnings, off of the coast of New Jersey, kind of around Atlantic City. It looks like we might also have some for like the Delaware River as well, possibly. Maybe, yeah. It looks like we might have some for like the Delaware River and for another looks like river or something in the Sophorus River, or that might be, I don't know. It's near Baltimore though, but I'm not really quite sure what it's called. But there's a special marine warning there. And then there's a special marine warning for the Delaware River. And I'm sorry if I said that wrong, if I'm wrong on any of the information here, or if I say anything wrong, I'm trying. Yeah, there's another special marine warning like off like the coast of New Jersey, in the Atlantic Ocean for like Atlantic City, Brigantine, assuming I said that correctly. I'm so sorry if I'm not saying these correctly. I'm trying. And yeah, it looks like some for like the Delaware River. So, and looks like also for some off of like a body of water of looks like Baltimore as well. Yeah, it's raining a little bit right now. I hear some drip drops out there. Yeah, and there's more severe thunderstorm warnings. There's another one that was issued about an hour ago. It will expire 10 minutes from now in Newcastle, Camden, Gloucester, Salem, Delaware, and Philadelphia counties, and Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. More special marine warnings. And then there's severe thunderstorm warning issued about an hour ago. It will expire 6 minutes from now. And there's severe thunderstorm warning in Kent, Sussex, Caroline counties, and Delaware and Maryland. And we have a tornado warning that was expired in Chester, Delaware, Montgomery counties, Pennsylvania. More severe thunderstorm warnings issued about an hour ago in Florida and in Franklin, Glaston, assuming I said that correctly, Gulf, Leon, Liberty, Wakulla, Decatur, Grandy, and Seminole counties in Florida and Georgia. Another severe thunderstorm warning issued about an hour ago, expires 6 minutes from now. Again, I'm sorry if I'm saying any of these wrong. Then we have a bunch of more severe thunderstorm, tornado, and special marine warnings that are all expired from a few hours ago from New Jersey, Florida, and Pennsylvania, and Delaware as well. So it's kind of what's going on right now in terms of severe weather. Now I'm gonna talk about the outlook. So right now, looking at the outlook here, I'll put the outlook for today in the chat. So, excuse me. So the outlook summary says large hail and damaging storm winds are possible across parts of the central high plains, southeast U.S., and the mid-Atlantic today. So, excuse me. So, I mean, the severe risk is nothing like how it was yesterday or Wednesday. There's still a risk though, and you still gotta be careful. And just in case there is some severe weather, definitely still want to take proper precautions. But at least has gone down a little bit. But still, though, in event of severe weather, still do take proper precautions. So tornado risk is 2%. So you have 2% tornado risk in eastern Colorado and western Kansas, and also 2% tornado risk in Delaware, eastern Maryland, and also southern and central New Jersey. Wind risk is 15%. So you have a 5% wind risk for majority of Florida, north and central Florida, except southern Florida has nothing. And also eastern and central Texas, 5% wind risk. Northern and central Arkansas, 5%. Southern Missouri, 5%. Western Tennessee, 5%. Eastern Oklahoma, 5%. Western, northern, and eastern Louisiana, 5% wind risk. Southern and western Georgia, and central and a little bit of northern Alabama, 5%. Also northern and southern Oklahoma. Northern and southern Mississippi, 5% wind risk, and also 5% wind risk in eastern South Dakota, central Nebraska, and then western Kansas, 5% wind risk. And also 5% wind risk for northern Virginia. Eastern North Carolina, excuse me. Yeah, eastern North Carolina, there's a 5% wind risk. So, speaking of which, I'm going to put this in the chat. But yeah, eastern North Carolina, there's a 5%. Northeastern North Carolina, there's a 5% wind risk. And also 5% wind risk for all of eastern Virginia, yes, northeastern Virginia, but also all of eastern Virginia, 5% wind risk. But there's also 15% wind risk for more coastal parts of eastern Virginia. So eastern Virginia has eastern or more central Virginia has 5% wind risk, but also eastern coastal Virginia, with a 15% wind risk, and also for Delaware, eastern Maryland, and southern and central New Jersey, also 15% wind risk. And there's also 5% wind risk for central Maryland, a little bit of southeast Pennsylvania, and a little bit also of central New Jersey. And also another 15% wind risk for the western part of the Florida Panhandle, southern Alabama, a little bit of southwestern Georgia, central Mississippi, central and southern Mississippi, northeastern Louisiana, and also southeastern Arkansas, and also 15% for and also there's also 5% wind risk too. Also in northeastern, 5% wind risk also for northeastern Colorado, and also the Oklahoma Panhandle as well, the western part of Oklahoma, and a little bit of northeastern New Mexico as well. And there's 15% wind risk also for western Kansas and eastern Colorado as well. And then hail risk also 15%. So we also have 5% risk for central and northern Florida, except southern Florida has nothing, no risk at all. Southern and western Georgia, central and northern western, northwestern Alabama, northern and southern Mississippi, western, northern, and eastern Louisiana, northeastern and central Texas, and also eastern Oklahoma, western and central and northern Arkansas, and also southern, particularly southwestern Missouri, 5% wind risk, and also 5% wind risk for eastern Eastern South Carol South Eastern South Dakota, Eastern South Dakota 5% hail risk, and also for central Nebraska 5% hail risk, and also for western Kansas and northeastern Colorado 5% hail risk, and also 5% hail risk for northeastern North Carolina, central Virginia, central Maryland, and also central New Jersey, also 5% hail risk. 15% hail risk for the western part of the Florida Panhandle, southwestern Georgia, southern Alabama, central and southern Mississippi, like central and southeastern Mississippi, 15% hail risk, and also northeastern Louisiana and southeastern Arkansas, 15% hail risk, and also for western Kansas and eastern Colorado, also 15% hail risk. So I'm going to put the wind and hail weather maps in the chat here. It's raining some more outside. I'm going to talk about the severe weather risks for the next 2 days, and then I'll finally shut up and I'll show you the rain. But the outlook for excuse me, Saturday, June 17th, which is tomorrow. Kind of the same general thing in different spots. Like the outlook summary says severe thunderstorms are possible across portions of the central and southern Great Plains Saturday through Saturday night, with additional strong to severe thunderstorm development possible near the central and eastern Gulf Coast. So tornado risk is also 2%, kind of like how it is today. It's like 2% for tornado risk, and then wind and hail are both 15%. So kind of like the same risks, but they're in different areas. So the 2% tornado risk for the Texas Panhandle, the Oklahoma Panhandle, northeastern New Mexico, southwestern Kansas, and southeastern Colorado, and also 2% for the western part of the Florida Panhandle, southern Alabama, and southeastern Mississippi. Wind is 15%, so 5% wind risk for majority of Florida, except maybe the southwestern part of it. Southern Georgia, central Alabama, and then majority of Mississippi, except the northeastern part of it, 5% wind risk. And also for eastern and northern and a little bit of like central Louisiana, majority of Arkansas, except the northeastern part of it, western and central Missouri, a little tiny bit of southwestern Iowa, and also central and northern Kansas, and also for eastern Colorado, and also northern, eastern, and central Texas, all 5% wind risk. 15% wind risk, though, for western Florida, southern Alabama, and southeastern Mississippi, and then also 15% wind risk for southwestern Missouri, the northeastern part of the Texas Panhandle, northern, central, and western Oklahoma, and this also includes the Oklahoma Panhandle, southern Kansas, and also southeastern Colorado as well. I'm also going to put the tornado maps in the chat here. Put the wind risk in the chat. There it goes. And then hail risk is also 15%. So again, 5% hail risk for central and northern Florida, southern Georgia, southern and central Alabama, majority of Mississippi, except the northeastern part of it, and maybe a little tiny bit of like the southeastern part of it, like the southeastern part of it towards Louisiana, but majority 5% for hail risk. Northern Louisiana, northeastern and central Texas 5%, western and central Missouri 5%, central and northern Kansas, 5%, southwestern Iowa, 5%, and eastern Colorado, 5% for hail risk. And then 15% hail risk for a little bit of like central, northern, and like western, Oklahoma. So like central, northern, and western Oklahoma, 15% hail risk. The northeastern part of the Texas Panhandle, 15% hail risk. Southern Colorado, 15% hail risk. Southwestern Missouri, 15% hail risk. And also southeastern Colorado, 15% hail risk as well. Put that in the chat here. Rain's starting to pick up a little bit outside. Yeah, I'm going to finish up talking about severe weather to all of you, and then I'll finally be quiet, and I'll show you what's going on outside from my area. But the outlook summary for June 18th, Sunday, June 18th, it says strong to severe thunderstorms are expected on Sunday from portions of the Ozarks to central Gulf Coast states. Damaging gusts will be the main hazard with these storms, though isolated large hail is also possible. So anything severe is 15%, so there's 5% risk for western Georgia, the western part of the Florida Panhandle. It looks like central and eastern and southern parts of Louisiana, eastern Texas, eastern Oklahoma, southern Missouri. It looks like also a little bit of like western, like it also looks like western Tennessee, also 5% for anything severe. Again, there's no specific on tornado, hail, wind, anything like that. And also 15% severe weather risk for western Alabama, central and northern Mississippi, northeastern Louisiana, and also southern and central Arkansas, and a little tiny bit of northeastern Kansas, just tiny bit, kind of around like the Arkansas, kind of like around like southwestern Arkansas. Put the outlook in the chat, right? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put put the outlook map for June 18th in the chat. So, and then Monday, June 19th, all the way to Friday, June 23rd, predictability too low since those are a few days out. And we just heard some thunder. All right, so I'm gonna just put the severe weather risks, the severe weather outlook in the chat. So now I'm gonna show you what's going on outside, and I'm gonna finally be quiet because you've already been seeing my face and listening to me for like the last like a little over 20 minutes now. I mean, I know no one's really popped on to my stream as I'm filming this, but just in case you're listening to the replay, or just in case someone happens on. Raining pretty hard. Yeah, started showering when we kind of like a couple minutes into the stream, and then raining pretty good now. And as you just heard, had some thunder there, and yeah, so raining pretty good. It's gonna be raining like this for a few hours, I think. I'm sure this is adjusted. Yeah. Make sure current's out of the way. Okay. So, yeah, but definitely, like I said before, like, the severe weather risk is lower, but still, though, it's still there. And please still be careful like a tornado. Again, go to the lowest level of your homeless interior room, preferably a bathroom or a closet without any windows, and be away from exterior walls. Like go to like a bathroom or a closet. If you don't have a basement or a storm cellar is the best place to be. But let's say like you don't have one in your home, then go to like a bathroom or a closet without any windows. Because like most interior room as well, because you want to be away from the outside walls, and also like maybe like taking like bicycle helmet or like a pillow, or even just covering your hands or your head is also a good idea as well, just to like I mean, flying debris, and also like ducking down low is also a good idea too, because flying debris could be like missiles like a tornado. I mean, they can kill people, or at least cause some really, really pretty bad injuries, Got some more thunder there. So, and if you live in a mobile home, definitely, and if you know severe weather in your area, definitely do want to like maybe call someone up, like maybe like a friend, a family member, whoever that that has a safe shelter you can, that has like a safe shelter so just in case there is a tornado, you can hide out. So, yeah. And if you absolutely need to as a last resort, maybe they just go into a ditch and just lie flat in a ditch, cover your hands with your head until a tornado is passed. If you absolutely have to as a last resort. Let's say you have no time, that tornado is coming, So, yeah, but definitely please be careful out there. And hail, it can honestly destroy your vehicle, especially the really big hail, especially the really big hail we've been getting past few days in the southeast and also in the Great and the High Plains as well. So definitely you do want to park your vehicle in the garage that's available to you. If you're not saying that, I'm going to have that available some. But if you do, including myself, I don't really have a garage where I live, but if you have a garage or access to one, definitely do want to park your vehicle in that. Just so there's not damage to it, cracked windshield or even like the windshield could just break. And also your vehicle, also it could be like a bunch of dents on your vehicle too from especially if there's a really big hail like you're getting past. I mean, it's not a hail, it's a teacup size. It's just crazy. It's like 4 to 5 inches in diameter at times. It's just really bad. And I mean, you can also total your vehicle depending on how big it is, especially like really big hail, like teacup size hail. I mean, it's no joke. But even like smaller hail, like maybe like maybe even smaller hail, like maybe egg sized hail or teacup sized hail. I mean, and obviously baseball sized hail. I mean, that's huge and that's really scary. But even maybe even like tennis ball sized hail or egg sized hail or golf ball sized hail. That's still pretty big. That still can cause a lot of damage. But it's not only your vehicle, it means your home too. I mean, windows can possibly be damaged. Siding on homes can possibly be damaged. Roofing on homes could also possibly be damaged as well. Especially if you're taking the brunt of the hail. Especially if it's really big hail and it's all coming down. I mean, honestly, hail can be so bad, and it can also look like snow. And it really has to use snow plows to just plow it away once the hailstorm is done and over with and moved on. And then with wind, especially when there's wind, 90 miles per hour. I mean, again, that's hurricane force. That is like category 1, or that's at least like category 1, category 2, or hurricane force wind. I mean, that's just insane. It's just, and I mean, obviously those can knock down trees, knock down power lines, send loose outdoor objects flying about. So definitely, if you have any loose outdoor objects, you definitely do want to bring those indoors because you don't want flying about and maybe possibly. I don't even want to possibly hit someone or something, definitely do want to bring it inside so they don't go flying about. And again, you don't want to hit someone, or something, or an animal, or a person, or whatever, or whoever, So you just don't want to be flying about. And again, and again, just it's also good if severe weather's coming in your area. Definitely you want to keep tabs on local weather stations. It's also a good idea to it's a good idea to keep tabs on local weather stations. Your phone can also give you alerts. You could also invest in like a NOAA weather radio as well. But definitely keep a tab on the weather, especially if you know you get a lot of severe weather in your area. Definitely a good idea. There's some more thunder. So yeah, definitely stay safe out there. And again, if there is like a severe storm like a tornado, or something like that, definitely do take all the proper precautions. Oh yeah, and also if there is flood roads too, because I think I heard from because watching Weather Channel this morning, I think like in Pensacola, Florida, I think from what I've heard they actually had like I think like a. I mean, I know like down in the southeast, all the rain and stuff, they've been having a bunch of flash flood warnings. I think they might even have flash flood emergency from what I've heard. Which that flash flood emergency must be water must be really really bad, really really high. But so definitely like don't like if you see a lot of flood roads and especially if they're blocked off, turn around, don't drown because trust me, those flood roads they're blocked off for a good reason. But even if you can't, but if like basically my hint, basically like for me it's like if the flood like if you can't even see the pavement anymore because the water is just so high, you definitely want to turn around. And even if you think you might drive like a big pickup truck or a big SUV, for example, or maybe even like just a big full size truck or a bus for all I know, still don't drive through it. Because your vehicle could still possibly get carried away, or or it could possibly like sink, or you could possibly drown, which that's not good, So definitely, it's like if you see flood roads, and especially if you can't see the pavement anymore, and especially if it's blocked off, like turn around, don't drown. And I know I've seen people like go past blocked off roads anyway, but it's like no, trust me, like those roads are blocked off for your safety. You gotta take a detour, It's like for your safety, safety is important, but. Like yes, so if it takes, it's like yes, so what if it takes longer to get to this location because this road is blocked off because flood? Like I mean, your safety honestly at the end of the day is more important. Like yes, it might be inconvenient, but at the end of the day, your safety is more important. Well, trust me, when roads are flooded, like if they're blocked off for good reason. But definitely, if you see flood roads, you can't see a pavement anymore. And even if they're not blocked off, but even if they're not blocked off, still like turn around, don't drown. I mean, of course, they block them off because they don't want people trying to go through them. Even though people still do it anyway, but still, even if they're not blocked off, and you can't see a pavement anymore. Still, turn around, don't drown. Like please just stay safe out there, everyone. I know I've been just blabbing on like I do. So I'm gonna finally shut up now because you're probably getting sick and tired of hearing my voice. So I'm gonna try and plug in my Chromebook now, and then I'm gonna finally leave, and you can enjoy all the rain and maybe some thunder you might be having too. Make sure this is adjusted okay. So it looks adjusted all right. Just making sure that my curtain doesn't get in the way. So, yeah. All right, we seem to be all good. So, seem to be all good and adjusted. So, I'm gonna finally. Oh, there's some more thunder. I'm gonna finally shut it, and I'm gonna leave. So that all of you will enjoy, this rain and the thunder. Definitely, again, stay safe out there from all the severe weather, and just stay safe in general. Excuse me. So enjoy, everyone. Hi everyone. So, rain for a while, had a bunch of thunder. Rain looks like it's starting to calm down a little bit. It's 2:22 right now, Eastern Daylight Time. I'm gonna check the radar here real quick. So, yeah, been streaming for just a little bit under 2 hours now. Check the radar here. Yeah, so the radar says rain ending around 3 p.m. and storms are possible later. So, whenever the radar loads, it takes a little bit to load. Yeah. So yeah, it should be raining, or should be ending. The rain should be ending around 3. So yeah, it's mainly just showers now. This radar takes a little bit to load. At least from my area, then it'll go to like the north and east of me. And then there'll be more storms in the west. So, and it looks like for probably about an hour or two, maybe 3 hours, depending, but at least for like the next hour or two. Yeah, it looks like next few hours we'll have storms, and there'll be more stuff developing in Pennsylvania. And it looks like we might have potential of more storms. We might have potential of some more rain and storms from that. But we'll see, though. We'll find out what might happen. So right now it's 61 degrees Fahrenheit or 16 degrees Celsius. Wind supposedly, according to Google, went up a little bit. Went up to 4 miles per hour or 6 kilometers per hour. Humidity is 94%, precipitation is 19% because the rain is calming down. Yeah, we do have potential for some more showers and storms later on. But we'll have to see what happens there, though. Again, I might do another stream later. But we'll have to see, though. It really just depends. I'm not really quite sure if I will or not. I don't think I will, but it really just depends. If it really just depends, like, if these storms will come to my area, and just how bad they will be. It really just depends. So I might do stream later. I might not. We'll see, though. I'm not going to make any promises, though. I don't think I will, but we'll see. There might be a stream later. There might not be. But we'll see, though. But anyway, I hope that all of you enjoyed this stream. And I'll see you all guys next time. Bye, everyone.